Hello, the topic that I have is simple yet prime concept that is applied in every field. Decision making in organizations.
In order to understand this concept, one has to know the meaning of decision. Which is the first ever decision that you have made in your life? Let us go back to our childhood days. Whenever we would get 1 rupee from our parents, keeping that 1 rupee, we would run to Kirana store nearby to buy a chocolate. With that 1 rupee, you can only buy one chocolate. But when you see varieties of chocolates, one is filled with caramel, other with coconut, there is wafer and so many. And now you would be confused which one to buy. Even the shopkeeper would suggest you by saying, "This is new to shop, why don't you try it?" After comparing, analyzing, you would finally select one chocolate. Don't you think that's the first ever decision you have made? Now that is decision. You will have n number of options developed, and you will have a situation wherein you will have to select which option or alternative is best suitable for that situation. Now let's move on to definition of decision making. Decision making is a psychological process that leads to selection of an action among various alternatives. Psychological process, which means a thought process. Thought process is where an individual use his or her mind to decide what to do and what not to do. Once they decide, next they put them into implementation, that is action among various alternatives or choices. Let us understand the process of decision making. There are 6 steps in the process. We will understand each step with an example. This is an assumed example. In an organization, you can see a manager. Under him is a team leader. Under team leader, there are 5 employees. You can also see statements here. 50 files to be completed in one day. Working hours in a day is 8. 10 files for each employee. Now, what do you think is the problem here? The problem here is these employees are unable to complete the file in one day. As a manager, he would always ask the employees what are the reasons that they are not able to complete. So he calls for a meeting. In a meeting, the employees are telling why they are not able to complete the file, and here the manager is understanding their problem and the reasons. After the meeting with the team, the manager analyzes the problem and have also understood the reasons for the problem. He also thinks when other teams in organization is able to complete, why not this team? He then moves on to the next step, developing alternatives. He develops 2 alternatives. First one as a temporary solution, second one as a permanent solution. First alternative he developed is asking TL to join the team and help them complete the files. Second alternative is upgrading the skills of employees. Next step here is evaluating the decision and selecting the best solution. First decision is asking TL to join the team. The manager asks the team leader to join the team as 6th member and complete the files. But TL denies, saying, "I have other responsibilities to be completed." As the first alternative didn't work, the manager moves on to second alternative. He analyzes the situation and decides to train the team by applying the principles of a book called Willpower by Roy Baumeister. How willpower works and how should you use it effectively to complete the work. In the training, the manager does an experiment including team leader. He divided the team into 2. He took them to a room filled with aroma of freshly baked cookies and in front of them set a plate full of cookies and plate full of radishes. 3 of them in a team were asked to eat only cookies while other half were asked to eat radishes only. They were given 30 minutes to complete the task. The manager found out the members asked to eat radishes, stopped eating after 8 minutes and couldn't go further, while cookie eaters continued the task for about 19 minutes. So it's extremely important to understand how willpower works. People who understand this are much more effective in life too. With this simple eye opening experiment, the manager made the team understand they can complete if they have the willpower to complete. He then implements it. In execution process, manager notices improvements each day from the team. And gradually, after a few weeks, the team completed the tasks given to them. So this is all about decision making in organizations. Thank you.